Hello everyone, my name is Jayan and today we are the 19th of May and this is the 69th video, nice number, that I am talking to my camera to prepare for Casper. So first of all I want to do a video update. I was pretty satisfied with the results that we have got yesterday, so we're gonna keep working. I think the biggest issue is my opener. I did not sound very confident going in. So the first phrase I will try to really drain that 10 seconds to think about it and really just throw it out there. With my absolute confidence saying it. And after that, I think I have already reviewed a little bit about what I have missed in the previous ones. We're gonna try to consider all parties, try to discuss both sides, and also try to keep everything private. So if I'm told in a situation, it does not mean that I can tell everybody in the situation. Alright, so today, it was not a busy day at all. It was a second rest day for me. And a lot of bad luck have happened, so my lock got cut. Actually, a little sad story because I really like the combination of my locker. It was 24, 30, and 36. So 24 plus 6 plus 6. It was the easiest one that I have to remember. Well, I've got another one today, so that's nice. I've also done my shopping. The meal prep is done too. And let's see how it proceeds. Alright, so now let's get into the Casper test. So today's scenario, you're a captain of the first field hockey team at your school. The hockey season is about to begin in a few weeks, and as the captain you will be required to select candidates to join the first team at a trial session. Your best friend Steven isn't a very good field hockey player and unfortunately doesn't meet the standards required to join the first team. There are many other hockey players that attended the tryouts and that you are likely to select. However, if you reject Steven, you are worried that it might ruin your friendship with him. Okay, so 30 seconds. Selection criteria, balancing fairness with friendship. Teams, other opportunities. Okay, so first question is that what would you do given that Steven's performance at trials was not at the expected standard? Okay, so I'll take a minute. Alright. Three, two, one. In this scenario, I believe I will go talk with Steven after the tryout in a private room to discuss about his performances and also the guidelines of the selection criteria. I will be very efficient and clear in my communication with him with regard to whether he for the aspects that he meets the selection criteria versus the ones that he doesn't. And I will be very frank with him on the decision making because I think it is my utmost priority to maintain that the selection criteria is fair for all participants. However, I will also try to offer Steven some help, such as to work with him on our private time to improve his performance and thus meeting the criteria. Second question, what would be the qualities of an effective hockey team? The first quality that comes into my mind for a successful hockey team will be the collaboration. So since hockey is a game of 5 players, all 5 have vastly different roles. I think one of the qualities that a team must have is that everybody can occupy their own role and be able to communicate and collaborate with each other with no blocking. After that, I think leadership is another good quality of a hockey team. In a team that we need, of course, to have a leader to ensure that the direction and the movement of all members are going towards the same direction. The leader can also encourage the other members to make sure that we are on the same page for all the tactics or performances. Third question, is it ethical to give Steven a spot just because he is your friend? In this case, first and foremost, I think it is a question of balancing the friendship with Steven and also the fairness with the rest of the team. So, of course, we would like to be a good friend and help out my friend Steven as much as we can, but definitely it shouldn't be with the action of giving him a spot when he does not meet the standard. I think here the fairness with regard to other members who have actually met the criteria is much more important than the friendship with Steven on a higher scale. However, I will also, as a friend, try my best to giving some tips, try to train with Steven altogether to try to improve and meet the criteria at a later time. Question 4. What are your thoughts on the idea of lying to Steven by telling him that he is a great hockey player but wasn't accepted into the team due to small team numbers? I think the idea here is basically telling a white lie to our friend Steven, so he does not feel that bad of not being able to join a team due to his skills. However, I think it is also very important for him to realize that there can be some skill aspects that can be lacking, and of course, as a friend, I would want to see him improve as much as he can. Therefore, I think it is not a bad idea for his commitment and confidence to tell such a white lie. However, I will also, in addition, to give him some more guidance or just formulate my advice in a more subtle way so that he will also improve and work on his game. And last question, how would your friends describe you as a person? In this case, I think my friends would describe me as someone who is reliable. So I think I take pride on being very responsible to things that I have said, such as if I promised I will do a certain task, it will for sure be done before the deadline. If not, I will always make sure that to communicate if there's like a wanted event that has happened that I have delayed this. I will make sure that I am always on time, always that is reachable, and to be as reliable as possible. Also, I think my friends would describe me as someone who is sarcastic, because sometimes from here and there I will do some sarcastic joke uh, to lighten up the mood, for example. Okay, this is shit. I think I can do better here. But let's see.